active.
Hi guys, Blake here. Today we're going to take a look at CCP's new event, Capsuleer Clash Day, or something to that effect. But anyway, it's the new event thing they're doing. I'm going to be using a Myrmidon. It's a relatively cheap fit, 114mm, and a reasonable amount of that is actually drones, so it's not too expensive at all. We're going to be using 2 medium capacitor circuits just to protect our capacitor, obviously. This is very similar to the sort of Triglavian conduit and things where you're going to get neutered a lot. There's going to be a lot of E-war full stop, so obviously medium auxiliary pump for our tank. Omnidirectional tracking links. Now I would use T2 for these, but I don't actually have the skill. But this still does it fine. Large cap battery 2. A web just to slow them down, and another cap battery. For our tank, energized adaptive nanomembrane 2. 2 medium armor reppers, explosive hardener and thermal hardener 2s, and obviously a damage control unit. Drones I'm going to be taking, just a mix of all 3 of what I'm most skilled in. So we've got lights, mediums and heavies, ogres, hobs and hammerheads. Right, we'll jump straight through and I'll show you what you're likely to face. Okay guys, so you'll find the site on your probe scanner. It's called Edencom Production Facility Combat Site. When you warp in, you'll be met with a gate. You warp through and you start. All I've done is I've thrown down a mobile tractor unit and see what sort of loot we get. Now, again, it's very similar to the emerging conduit, so you're getting the same, alright, they might be names slightly different, but they're all doing the same things. You're getting a full mix of E-war. There's 2 things I would say you want to look out for with this fit, which is newts. Obviously, you run out of energy, you're dead. It's that simple. And the other one is the anchorins. They will warp scram you. Now, I don't need to warp out at any point here, but if things were to go wrong, then you know the option to get out is nice. So it's going to be up to you to decide what you want to prioritize. I actually started using hammerheads, and they were applying fine. But what I noticed as it went on, if I use my ogres, and this ship can only use 4 of them, but even still, if I use them, between the tracking enhancers and my webs, they just apply more damage in my opinion. I think it's just better now. Skills and that might change that, or maybe trying factions, but I found the best success, to be honest, using the ogres. Now, these guys just keep spawning in waves. So what you'll notice every so often, someone will jump in, then they'll jump out to a silly range, and then they'll jump back in and a wave will follow. So it gives you a little bit of notice. I'm not actually taking a huge amount of damage when you look at it. Okay, every so often I've got to use my second armor rep, but a lot of the time I'm not really feeling that pressure. Now, looking at this build, it can easily do it. How quick and efficient is a different matter. I'll probably be tempted to mess around with it. Maybe I actually considered using the Talos at first, but I was scared that I might not be able to track with the large guns. But I'll try a couple of different fits and put a few different videos out for different things. But no point during all this did I really feel under a great deal of pressure. You'd see there I've been warp scrammed, but it's just, I wouldn't need to warp out at that point. Now, annoyingly, in a minute, we get I think it's a rook. So something else turns up anyway, and it really annoys me. Now, I just carried on running the video anyway, because at this point it's quite apparent that I'm not struggling. I could do this all day. And to be honest, he didn't appear to be achieving a great deal. He wasn't doing a lot of damage to anything, so I just carried on killing everything, trying to get last hits on everything. I've got my mobile tractor unit down, so it's going to pick everything up quite easily. But yeah, that's really it, to be honest, guys. I'll let this play through and I'll show you what sort of loot we get at the end. Apologies, it wasn't a rook, it was a drake. In fact, I'll just say, if you watch for a minute, this drake seems like, I'm not entirely sure why he's here. He's apparently trying to kill stuff, and to be fair, maybe he's pulling a little bit of DPS off me, I don't know. But I have done runs since, and I've not felt any different. After a few minutes, he gets bored and he goes away anyway. All I'm trying to do at this point is get any last hits or anything he starts getting low, so obviously the Rex mine and the MTO pickups. At this point, I don't know sort of how the loot drops, where it ends, and I don't want him just sitting there trying to pick off whatever like the final ship is. One more thing to mention: when you initially warp in, the site's actually empty. The reason it had things in when I jumped in was because I landed and then realised I hadn't made my fit properly. I had an afterburner instead of 2 batteries, so I had to jump back out and jump back in. Obviously, again, it hasn't affected the site, it just means when I arrive, they're already there. But just in case you jump in, it's empty and you think, what's going on here? From other people I've spoken to, the loot in these doesn't seem very impressive. Yeah, apparently there's some skins and things you can pick up, but there's a lot of things going on with CCP at the moment with giving out skill points and that kind of thing, so maybe it's to be expected that it isn't all that impressive. See, I'm looking at this, I wonder if you could even drop a bit more tank. Maybe put a drone damage amplifier in or something. Maybe try and get a little bit more out, a little more damage from your drones. I was even thinking trying to improve the drone's tracking, but I've got level 4 skills in battle cruisers, and I think the ship gets a bonus to drone tracking. Although actually I could be wrong on that, it might be hit points and, well, anyway, you can check yourselves, but regardless, maybe trying to improve the way that the drones apply damage could be better. But again, that's only going to be for a speed thing. It's certainly not going to, well, in my experience anyway, it's not, you're under no real pressure, you're in no danger. These might be worth watching cruisers with newts. They can probably dig into your cap a bit harder. Keep an eye out for drone aggro. I did nearly lose one, but it was the only time that was an issue as well, and that was only because I wasn't paying attention, because I was distracted by the drake that turned up for a bit. But yeah, that was it really. There's nothing really difficult about it, I don't think, as long as you've got a battle cruiser there. I'm not sure I'd go out and buy a battle cruiser just for this event, but if you got online round, maybe go and have a look. And let's see what we've got out of it. So, 8.1 mil. The only decent thing, I suppose, is that cerebral booster, and even that's not particularly impressive. You know what? It's an event. It's something different to do. The cerebral booster is nice, and I'm sure you can get better things. Again, I'll try a few more different ways, see how we can get it done. Maybe more efficient fits, because I'm certainly not convinced this is the most efficient. But that's it really, guys. Thanks very much for watching. If you did like it, please like, subscribe, any comments, anything else you'd like to see me do. And thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.